Let's talk to you about bridges and power plants, but what about the oil infrastructure?
The president talked about the Strait of Hormuz and these violations of the ceasefire that were conducted by the Iranians yesterday. President Trump telling me about how they're using these small vessels to fire on ships in the Strait of Hormuz, but they're just using small ammunition. And despite the fact that they're not doing much damage, it's an indication that they are violating the ceasefire. And then the question is, well, why are they not doing much damage? And so the Iranians had prepared, or were not, so the Iranians had prepared, or were not able to be used. And that is the reason that they have to use these smaller vessels, not able to be used. And that is the reason that they have to use these smaller vessels to threaten international shipping lanes. And again, this speaks to the success of Operation Epic Fury and just the inability of the Iranian regime to even respond and to violate the ceasefire in this manner. And so that is one of the key pillars of this broader agreement that President Trump is demanding the Iranian regime sign. They are going to keep open the Strait of Hormuz. They are going to release that highly enriched uranium that is buried deep underground in the aftermath of those U.S. strikes last summer. And they're going to stop threatening U.S. forces across the region, the president tells me, or the Iranians are going to pay a heavy price. And that price is going to come at their power plants, their bridges, and the remaining infrastructure belonging to the Iranian regime. The president said right now there is a divide between the hardliners and the more moderates within the Iranian political leadership that remains. Remember, in the opening strikes of Operation Epic Fury, the United States and Israel took out the command structure of the Iranian regime. Iran's supreme leader, the Ayatollah Khamenei, was taken out in an airstrike along with his top advisors. The Iranians were in disarray in these moments after Operation Epic Fury began because they were hit even harder than anyone in the region believed they were going to be hit. And again, this speaks to the inability of the Iranians to not only defend their top leaders, but also defend their military structure. When we think about the threat Iran posed before Operation Epic Fury began, they were basically trying to get a nuclear weapon. They told negotiators they had enough highly enriched uranium for 11 nuclear bombs. And this was an indication to President Trump something had to be done to stop this regime from obtaining a nuclear weapon. But remember, you have this threat from the Iranians that also includes ballistic missiles and drones. And as part of Operation Epic Fury, President Trump ordered strikes against the production facilities of the Iranian regime, hammering their ballistic missile production centers and the drone centers that were used to target U.S. forces and allies across the Middle East. And now President Trump tells me that bridges and power plants are back on the target list for the United States. And if Iran does not sign this agreement in Islamabad this coming week, the president will order strikes, he tells me, against power plants and bridges inside of Iran. This will be a major escalation. But the president told me, and he is expected, we also learned in that conversation, to release basically a letter today to the Iranians with this tough talk, letting them know what is at risk for their regime if they do not make a good faith agreement. The president told me this tough talk is the only thing the Iranians understand. They don't understand the traditional diplomacy and dialogue of the region. They understand firepower, the firepower that belongs to the United States military. All they understand is
how big is the big boom.
Told me they have massive amounts of ammunition prepared. If the Iranians are not willing to make that good faith agreement, they are going to hammer the regime, targeting those bridges, power plants, and what is left of the IRGC military infrastructure.
You, just you, building your app on Base 44.
Hey there, I'm Scott McLean. This is Counting the Cost on Al Jazeera, your look at the world of business and economics. The Middle East conflict has devastated Iran's economy, but soaring oil revenues have brought in much needed cash. So is the war weakening the Iranian regime or actually strengthening it? The U.S. has ramped up pressure on Tehran, but who stands to lose most from tensions in the Strait of Hormuz? Is it forcing Iran toward negotiations, or can it find a way around it? Sanctions relief and access to billions of frozen funds could be a lifeline to Iran's economy, but will Tehran get what it needs? And if not, what does that mean for millions of Iranians? Well, the U.S. has spent decades trying to squeeze Iran economically, but 6 weeks into the Middle East conflict, Tehran is still standing. American and Israeli strikes on infrastructure, industry, and trade have damaged Iran's sanctioned economy even further. But oil revenues have kept flowing, giving the regime a financial cushion. The Strait of Hormuz is now at the center of this economic battle. Whoever controls it controls the pressure. At the negotiating table, sanctions relief, billions in frozen and assets, and war reparations are all at stake. Meanwhile, millions of Iranians are bearing the brunt of inflation, shortages, and a collapsing currency. Devastation on one side, resilience on the other. Which runs out first may shape what comes next. Ferdia Carr reports.
After a month of US and Israeli bombs hitting critical infrastructure, causing power outages, internet blackouts, and shutting down regular life, Iranians face major economic disruption. But even before the shock delivered by the war, Iran's economic outlook was bleak. As one of the most sanctioned countries for nearly 5 decades, Iran's economy has been squeezed. Inflation was at more than 42% in December. The official unemployment rate is at more than 8%, though unofficial projections are higher. The value of the Iranian rial has plunged, sitting at around 1.5 million to the dollar. The affordability crisis for regular Iranians was a major driving factor in protests over January, some of the largest in the country since the 1979 revolution. But while Iran's wartime economy is a major challenge for the government, Iran's military has been resilient. Unlike a conventional military branch, Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps has direct stakes across the country's economy in agriculture, food production, and manufacturing. The group owns one of Iran's largest construction and engineering conglomerates, Kataib al-Anbiya. The IRGC is also widely reported to control a large share of Iran's oil economy, running so-called shadow fleets to evade sanctions and shell companies to sell it, mostly to China. As other areas of Iran's economy are constrained, oil prices have risen sharply, around 30% since the war began in February. The increase in revenue has been a lifeline for Iran and the Revolutionary Guards. Exports have remained close to pre-war levels, around 1.5 million barrels a day. And the IRGC's effective control of shipping through the Strait of Hormuz is a potential major source of revenue. While Iran's parliament is yet to formalize a toll regime, maritime journal Lloyd's List reports several vessels have made the payment for passage. All that faces being undercut by the naval blockade of Iran's ports announced by US President Donald Trump on April.
Oh, jeez, Rick, we're in some real trouble.
I know, Morty. Just follow my lead.
It was always so.
Cells are
This
eliminated. This one is in the bag.
As expected. I see where this goes. So we begin. Effortlessly.
Morty, I'm getting ready for the game to start in 30 seconds.
Oh, I'm scared.
Nothing wasted. As if they could stop me. Before the ink sets. The portrait of this battle.
Oh, man, first blood just splattered.
Well, if it ain't first bloody blood.
Willingly.
You may not.
All right. Meant to be. A petty pursuit. I set my brush. With I insist. Okay. Memory serves. As I will it. Steady grace. Craft begets art. Well, now.
Тише.
As I planned. Yes. Lines take you. I paint. Forward. Going.
this man!
Okay. Oh, yes. At last. I paint my way. Steady grace.
Тише, тише, тише.
Unburden. Forget her not. I insist. I set my brush before the ink sets. Effortlessly. Willingly. This will not stand. Nothing wasted. What hope have you? As I will it. As expected. The line is true. Well, now. As I planned.
There is nothing that can stop this man!
Memory serves. As if they could stop me. With dripping brush. Steady hand. Deathstroke. I'm under attack.
There is nothing that can stop this man!
Replenished. Forward. This way now. Fine. It was always so. Okay. Well now. Your end draws near. So we begin. Moving.
You gotta get serious. Top tower's under attack.
Yes.
Morty, you're not gonna like this. The top tower's
All
under
right.
attack.
Oh, sheesh.
Steady, Grace.
Oh, jeez, middle tower's under attack. Oh my God! Four in a row. He's now dominating. He's
Your
dominating,
middle
Rick.
tower's under attack.
Balance the scale.
Your middle tower's under attack.
Great, your middle tower. You can't use that anymore. It's gone.
Everybody relax.
Oh,
Bunch of ones and zeros.
This will not stand. It was always so. I paint my way. As I will it.
Oh, jeez, your top
Yes.
tower's under attack.
There is nothing that can stop this man! Faint ranger. I see.
Your top tower's under attack. Oh, your top tower's obliterated. Way to go.
Things are getting dire.
Oh, nice, Morty. Good one.
Well, now.
Not so fast, Morty,
Oh,
because he
man,
just
what's
mega
the
killed.
up on
It's a mega
Atkins?
kill now.
Radiant just fortified their structures.
Before the ink sets.
Double kill.
2 for 1.
Oh, yeah, your bottom tower's under
Let
attack.
my work continue. Whales this way now.
Oh, jeez, your middle tower's under attack.
Resist. So we begin.
Oh, come on. The middle tower's under attack.
This will not stand. Unburdened. Moving. Face your fate. Well now. Fine. As
Oh,
expected.
your bottom tower's under attack.
Willingly.
Looks like dire structures are fortified.
You know, Rick, I gotta tell you, my bottom tower is looking pretty good.
40 bottom tower under attack.
Come on.
You might want to kiss your bottom tower goodbye
Get with
because
it.
it's gone.
Nothing wasted.
Your bottom tower's under attack.
Killing spree.
keeps getting up.
Yeah, why does he keep getting up? Just lay down.
As I will it. Well now. I set my brush. Okay. Effortlessly.
Whoa, mega kill. Uh-oh. Haha, mega kill.
Oh, geez, your middle tower's under attack.
Memory serves. This way
Your
now.
middle tower's under attack. You know, Morty, it sometimes feels like they don't even care.
Unburdened.
Oh, geez, middle tower's under attack.
Oh, yes.
Your middle tower just bit the big
Yes.
one.
Steady grace. All right. It was always so. As if they could stop me.
Man, you might as well save that energy,
insist.
because Radiant just fortified their structures.
As expected.
Morty, killing. Oh, own it. Your tower's under attack.
I paint my way. I saved your lifeline again. Forward. The line is true.
You know, Rick, I gotta
Yes.
tell you, my bottom tower looks pretty good.
Morty, bottom tower under attack.
With
Own it.
yes.
Morty, middle tower. I'm gonna look at it. Oh,
Middle
Tiger
tower's under
Terrier
attack.
just got killed.
As befits my art. So we begin. Okay.
Oh, yeah, bottom tower's under attack. Morty, whoa, initiating killing spree mode.
Your bottom tower's under attack. Oh, your bottom tower's under attack.
Ooh, your middle tower's under attack.
Somewhere I beheld.
Oh, yeah, your bottom tower's under attack.
Trust in
boy, your top tower's under attack.
Effortlessly, I will not falter again.
Oh, your top tower's under attack.
Sometimes he wants to kill the half before he's gonna get Oh, jeez, Rick, the top tower's getting
Steady
hit.
grace. Well, now.
Oh, jeez, your top tower's under attack.
See what
Top tower just got shattered.
grim tidings. As I planned. I set my brush. Before the ink sets. Nothing waits.
Oh, come on,
Was
the middle tower's
always
under attack.
as expected.
Radiant just fortified their structures. You know what I'm talking about?
Forward.
Oh, middle tower's under attack. What a mess.
Fine.
Oh boy, your middle tower
Okay.
just really took a big crap.
That was just horrible, Rick.
Fine.
You gotta get to the radiant to fortify their structures. You know what I'm
Morty and Reflecting top tower's under attack. The force field leads me to believe the Dire just fortified their structure.
As if they could stop me. This way
Oh,
now.
jeez, they're swarming your middle barracks.
Тише, тише, тише.
As I will. Alone. As expected. steady grace. Moving. I insist. Bow before me, as I planned. Meant to be.
Oh boy, killing spree.
Yes. As if they could stop me. Going. Well now.
They're fighting against your middle barracks right now.
Don't worry, middle barracks is on. On a different reality. Definitely not a remarkable moment at all, in any way, shape, or form.
I paint my way.
There is nothing that can stop this man!
New treasures.
The borders of my lifeline expand once again. I set my brush. The line is true. It was always so.
Тише, тише, тише.
Okay.
That force field leads me to believe that Dyer has fortified their structure.
They took out the enemy top tower.
Alright, you know what you're doing.
Forward.
Oh, your bottom tower's under attack.
Nothing wasted. This way now.
They're coming after your middle barracks.
At last.
We should start calling this
Nothing
person
that can
triple
stop
kill
this man!
because they got a triple kill.
Memory serves. Well now. Fine. As I planned. Willingly. Okay. Meant to be. It was always so.
Oh man, this guy's dominating!
Stroke order. Lines take you. Unburdened.
Mega kill. He just mega killed.
I paint my way. Striking. No humble art. Before the ink sets, I insist.
17.
The line is true.
They're fighting against your middle barracks right now!
See where this goes. Going. Fate. Forward. With dripping brush. Well, now. My eyes overflows. This way now. All right. Effortlessly.
Where's she gonna run to?
Hello? Can anyone hear me? It's a killing spree over here! Oh, jeez, he's dominating!
I set my
Oh, jeez, they're swarming your middle barracks!
all right.
Ooh, your middle barracks just got wiped out from place to snap.
Oh yeah.
Looks like dire structures are fortified.
Man, you might as well save that energy,
So we
because
begin.
Radiant just fortified their structures! Your bottom tower's under attack!
With dripping brush.
Your bottom tower's under attack!
stuff happening right here.
Yeah, you said it, Rick.
Before the ink sets. As expected. Preparations. Fine. I set my brush.
It's a killing spree.
Oh boy, your pod tower's under attack.
I love this.
Your top barracks? Yeah, they're gone now.
Whoa, killing spree. Oh, they're swarming your
Looks
top
like we got
barracks
ourselves
right
a
now.
triple kill here, Rick.
Morty, quit acting like a detective. Watch out, your top barracks are getting hit.
They'll come to regret that.
You know they're tearing into your bottom barracks right now, right?
Yes,
Your top barracks are under attack.
as I
Well, we don't have the top barracks anymore.
incline.
Whoever that was
Oh,
picking up
man,
the old
Zack
priority.
Snyder got to
Oh,
negotiate
come
a
on,
little bit
They
before
could
everybody
stop
else
me.
is.
I see where this goes. Effortlessly.
Oh man, this guy's dominating.
It was always so. So we begin.
Oh, Rick, he's dominating now. He's dominating.
Unburned. The line is true. All right.
Oh, Omega kills.
Came along.
Well, now. Nothing wasted. As I planned.
Run,
Yes.
vermin.
This way now. At last. Going. I set my brush. Yes. It was always so. I see.
Oh, Morty. Uh-oh. You better hold on to your hat. This isn't an accident now.
Well, now.
Hey, Morty, there's no bottom bears
Jeez, the
anymore.
enemy's got
I'm sorry,
magic
player.
rings. This is ridiculous.
Bish bash bosh. Time to make some friends of mine.
Ooh, Dyer, you gotta fortify their structures. Good work. Morty, middle tower. You might want to look at it.
Middle tower's under attack.
Whoa,
come on,
initiating
the middle
killing
tower's
spree
under attack.
mode. Oh, what a mess.